Someone texts you, hey, just hey, one word, 3 letters.
Okay, why did they say hey and not hey? No exclamation mark? They're mad at us. They're definitely mad at us.
It's just a greeting, Brainy. Your brain is a terrible roommate. Episode 3. Why you overthink a simple text. You've been staring at this text for 4 minutes. You've already screenshot it and sent it to 3 friends for analysis.
We need more data. Check their Instagram. When were they last active? Did they change their profile picture recently?
They just said, sounds good. Or maybe someone replies okay instead of okay, and suddenly you're convinced you've ruined the friendship.
Okay with a period? That's a threat. Okay without a period? Passive-aggressive. Okay? Normal. Okay? They like us.
You have a whole system for this? Why does your brain turn a 3-word text into a crime scene investigation? Turns out there's real science behind this. Your brain evolved to read faces, body language, and tone of voice. Text has none of that. You're getting maybe 10% of the communication signal. 93% of emotional meaning comes from nonverbal cues. Text strips away tone, facial expressions, and body language.
So you're telling me I have to figure out someone's entire emotional state from the word sure? I need more clues.
And when there aren't enough clues,
I make them up.
When your brain fills in the gaps, it doesn't imagine good things. It defaults to the worst interpretation. This is called negativity bias. Negative events have 3 times more psychological impact than positive ones. Your brain is wired to treat ambiguity as a potential threat. Text without emoji or exclamation marks reads as more negative. So when someone sends fine, your brain doesn't think they're fine. It thinks they're furious and they hate me.
Fine is never fine. Everyone knows that.
Your brain has an attachment system that constantly monitors your social bonds. When a text feels off, this system goes into overdrive. Social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical pain. The anterior cingulate cortex lights up for both a broken arm and being left on red. Delayed responses trigger the same stress response as social exclusion.
They haven't replied in 11 minutes. 11. They're either dead or they hate us. There is no in between.
They're probably just doing something.
Doing something without responding to us.
Overthinking isn't just annoying. It's a feedback loop. The more you analyze a text, the more meanings you find and the more anxious you get. Rumination increases cortisol levels by up to 25%. Each reread of a text generates new negative interpretations. The brain treats imagined scenarios as equally real to actual ones.
Read it again. No, wait. Read it out loud. No, wait. Read it in an angry voice. See, they're definitely mad.
You just told me to read it in an angry voice. Of course it sounds angry. Studies show that a period at the end of a text message is perceived as less sincere. We've literally turned punctuation into emotional data. Texts ending with a period are rated as less sincere by 39%. Exclamation marks increase perceived friendliness by 27%. Ellipsis triggers anxiety in 44% of recipients.
They used a period. A period. That's basically a fist to the face in text language.
Or they just have good grammar?
Nobody uses good grammar unless they're angry.
Reading social cues used to be a survival skill. In a tribe of 30 people, misreading someone's tone could get you exiled, and exile meant death. Being cast out from a tribe was often a death sentence. Hypervigilance about social standing kept ancestors alive. Your brain is wired to detect social threats before physical ones.
See? If someone in the tribe was being short with you, you needed to figure out why. Survival.
Except now the tribe is a group chat and nobody's getting exiled.
Have you seen people get removed from group chats? Same energy.
The problem is your brain is running this ancient social threat detection software on a communication medium it was never designed for. Text messaging has existed for about 30 years. Evolution hasn't caught up. Your brain processes text with the same urgency as face-to-face conflict.
I was designed to analyze facial expressions from 20 feet away, not decode what LOL means when they're clearly not laughing out loud.
Fair point, actually. Okay, so your brain is going to overthink texts. You can't turn it off, but you can build some guardrails.
Guardrails? I don't need guardrails.
When a text could mean anything, choose the most generous interpretation. Not because you're naive, but because statistically, you're probably right. Studies show 85% of ambiguous texts are neutral or positive in intent. We misread tone in texts about 50% of the time. If you've been staring at a text for more than 5 minutes, respond or put the phone down. Don't let Brainy run the investigation.
But I'm so close to cracking the case.
If you're genuinely unsure what someone means, just ask. A 5-second clarification beats 3 hours of spiraling.
Ask them, what if they think we're weird for asking?
They won't, and even if they do, at least you'll know. Here's the thing nobody talks about. The person who texted you, they probably spent 10 minutes crafting that hey and are now panicking about your reply.
Wait, they have a brain too? That's doing the same thing?
Yep, its brains all the way down. So the next time someone sends you a text that you can't decode,
enhance, zoom in on the punctuation, cross-reference with their last 7 messages.
Brainy, put down the magnifying glass.
But I look so good with it.
Just remember, if the text was meant to hurt you, it wouldn't be ambiguous. Mean people are very clear.
That's actually really comforting.
I have my moments. If your brain is a terrible roommate too, hit subscribe. Next time, we're talking about why Brainy keeps you up late, even when you wake up early. See you Monday.